Welcome back to Love and Polarity, where we dive deep into the hidden forces that shape intimacy, desire, and magnetic connection. In our last video, we explored the concept of polarity, that electric tension between two opposing yet complementary energies. We talked about how this dance keeps passion alive, how relationships begin to fade when both partners drift into sameness, and how reconnecting to our core energy can reignite attraction and intimacy. If you missed it, definitely check it out. It's the foundation for everything we're about to explore today. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and magnetic forces in love: feminine energy. Feminine energy is not about being sweet, passive, or soft spoken. It's not a performance or a costume. It's a living, breathing essence. It's the raw current of life that moves through emotion, sensation, and expression. It is movement. It is feeling. It is surrender and expansion and chaos and beauty. Feminine energy is the part of us that wants to cry during a song, to dance without a plan, to feel everything all the way through. It is the part that doesn't ask for permission to be fully alive. It simply is. You've seen it. That presence that turns heads, not because of appearance, but because of the aliveness that radiates from within. Feminine energy is the storm, the river, the moon. It's unpredictable, wild. It's intuition over logic, sensation over structure, expression over analysis. And yet, so many of us are taught to mute it. We're taught to stay in control, to be productive, strategic, efficient, to trade emotion for logic, movement for stillness. And in doing so, we learn to lead with our masculine energy: structure, direction, achievement. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. But when we live exclusively from that space, something sacred within us begins to dry up. The feminine becomes hidden, buried. Number. Here's how that might show up. You feel exhausted even when you're doing everything right. You're emotionally disconnected, even from people you love. Your creativity feels blocked. You find yourself craving depth, touch, emotion, but you don't know how to access it anymore. This is what happens when we disconnect from our feminine core. And in relationships, this disconnect can create a subtle but powerful shift. You might find yourself taking control of everything: planning, organizing, initiating, holding it all together. There's no space to receive, to be held, to soften. And the polarity, the natural charge that draws two people together, starts to fade. But here's the beauty: feminine energy never leaves you. It just waits. It waits for you to remember, to return. So, what does it look like to live from the feminine? It looks like laughing with your whole body. It looks like crying in the shower, not because something is wrong, but because you're finally letting yourself feel. It looks like trusting your inner rhythm, not someone else's timeline. It looks like resting, creating, moving, loving, without apology. Feminine energy is deeply sensual, not in the way media often portrays it, but in the way your body comes alive through taste, touch, sound, movement. The feminine lives in the body, not the mind. It's in the way you stretch in the morning sunlight, the way you let music move you, the way you feel the world with your skin instead of analyzing it with your thoughts. When we reconnect to our feminine energy, we return to the art of being. We remember that we don't need to do more to be enough. We don't need to earn love by being productive or perfect. We are already magnetic when we are true. This return is not about fitting into a box. It's about expansion, about claiming your fullness. When we live from our feminine, we become a living invitation, not because we are trying to attract someone, but because our essence is radiant, because our aliveness is irresistible. Relationships become alive again. The dance of polarity reawakens. There is space for intimacy, for surrender, for wild connection. At Love and Polarity, we believe this is sacred work. This isn't about returning to old roles or outdated ideas. This is about evolution, about reclaiming the deep, embodied truth of who we are and how we love. In upcoming videos, we'll be going deeper into how to cultivate feminine energy in everyday life. We'll explore embodiment practices, emotional alchemy, how to create space for surrender, and how to open again when the world has made you close. If something in this touched you, if you feel that whisper inside saying, yes, this is what I've been missing, you're not alone. You're waking up, and we're walking this path with you. Subscribe to Love and Polarity so you don't miss what comes next. Thank you for being here. We'll see you in the next one. Be the man she craves. Be the woman he desires.